Happy Tuesday, ARK players, and welcome to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be talking about something which is an interesting topic in the ARK community regarding what happens when new DLCs get released in the community. So I wanted to make this video because I wanted to give my side of an opinion on this, and I'm also interested to see what you guys think about this in the comment section down below, but we're going to be diving into it. Yes, it is 2 days as we know of right now until the launch of Extinction. If it was on time on Monday, we would have already been playing it right now, but we have to wait 2 more days, and if you are in the UK, it means that you could be waiting until the early hours of the morning to be playing it. So pretty much prepare for a Friday launch if you are in the UK. Now, if you do enjoy today's video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And again, another shout out to my official LoadedCrysis cluster. If you have not yet joined the Discord, come and join the Discord. The link is in the description down below. We have 2 100-player Extinction PvE servers going live on launch of Extinction. So if you want to get on servers straight away, meet an amazing community, come and join us. I'll roll the trailer at the end of the video building up to Extinction, as I've been doing. But anyway, so we are going to be talking about a response from Dolly, and now this is an interesting response because I'm not sure which way you can really sort of take this, because there's 2 sides to the story here, and we're going to work it out. So pretty much the entire, well, I didn't say entire, but a huge portion of the Discord has been complaining because they've been saying to Wildcard that they have obviously worked so hard to get their time off over Christmas to make sure they can have this time off to be able to play the Extinction DLC in time. And obviously, you know, some people work really, really hard. They get very excited for their, you know, for their holiday. And this obviously builds up into Christmas. So they kind of get even longer off at the same time and really enjoy it. And then a DLC is, well, and they're doing it for a DLC that's coming out so they can play it before Christmas. And then Wildcard drop them into a new world of delay. And that means that they don't have the time off anymore to play it. Now, there's many sides to this story, right? And I respect Dolly's response. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. But then, like in the sense of, I think it was at least they've come out and said something. But at the same time, it's still kind of, it's kind of upsetting because now, with any sort of ever release with Studio Wildcard, it kind of just gives you that feeling that nothing is ever going to get better in this department. And one thing that, you know, I know a lot of people say when I talk about this is, why would you waste your holiday on booking off time to play ARK? But at the end of the day, I don't think, in my personal opinion, and I'm always straightforward about things, I don't think anyone should really ever care what someone wants to do with their own time, to be honest. Like, I mean, some of the best holidays, in my personal opinion, are the ones where you fully just are like, right, I'm dropping everything and I'm just going to have 2 to 3 days off doing absolutely nothing. I'm just going to game. I might go out for some walks, just refresh my mind or something like that. And they're the best kind of holidays, you know, sometimes. I mean, of course, we all want to go flying abroad somewhere to somewhere nice. But at the end of the day, some of the nicest holidays are the chilled ones. So when someone gets ready and they're like, you know what, I'm going to best play this new ARK DLC. I got the time off, and then they can't. I can understand why people would be frustrated. But anyway, Dolly went on and responded in the Discord saying, respectfully, I would personally not take time off for a wildcard ETA because ETAs are not ... our strongest point. Now, again, as I said, I don't think there's anything wrong with what Dolly said here because at the end of the day, they've come out and said, this is us. I wouldn't recommend taking time off. But it's really, like, kind of unfortunate that, you know, this gives you that kind of feeling that nothing is ever going to be fine in the future. And I think that's the only depressing side to the response from Dolly. Is one of the biggest things in the ARK community that people have wanted over time, you know, within the launch of Ascended and stuff is, things to get better. And one of the things that Studio Wildcard have been known of for many years is that they delay everything. And don't get me wrong, there's been some times I've thought things have been funny because the delay has been so ridiculous, or there's been so many amount of delays that have been so ridiculous, it's actually become really funny to me, and then it becomes a bit of a meme and stuff like that. But then obviously it does come to the serious aspect of things, and it's like, as an ARK content creator, there has generally been times in my life with, because I've done this in and out full time for a while, and I'm back to doing it full time. And when I left my job last year when Ascended launched, and there has been many times in my life that it's affected sort of like because it's my job, right? So sometimes you got to put it first over things. And with these sort of ETAs, I obviously know more than a lot of people, that because I study the game in and out every day, that you should never trust a wildcard ETA. But when they start to get a bit of a decent pattern going on, which they have with Ascended, they've kind of been on time with a few of the DLCs, you do start to think like, right, are they getting better? Are they getting on top of things? And then it gets delayed, and you've booked all of this, like, you sorted this whole entire schedule out, evolving around it, and then it changes. I mean, at the end of the day, I agree, it's only 3 days. It's not that deep at the end of the day, but you do have to sympathize. Some people might not be able to sympathize with people that have taken time off, but I did say in a video the other day, I said, if you are taking 1 to 2 to even 3 days off for a DLC, I would take a week off. And even and that's even probably bad for me to say take a week off, because there's even a chance when Wildcard do an ETA that you take a week off and then it gets pushed to the next week, and then you've got to sort something out for yourself to do in that week off. And again, as I said, even that, you can have some really nice relaxing times. I mean, I've just started playing Skyrim on the Steam Deck at the moment, and it's like, I haven't played Skyrim in years, and it's some of the most relaxing evenings I'm having at the moment. So, there is always time, but at the end of the day, it's just frustrating. Someone came back and responded saying, I respect you for admitting this. We want to see you succeed, which is 100% true. I think everyone in the ARK community, unless you're fully done with the game or whatever, I mean, this has been my life for the last sort of 10 years. It's been my favorite game for the last sort of 10 years. And I will always say I want Studio Wildcard to succeed, and I want to see the ARK brand succeed. This ARK brand has done so well, but could still do even better. I don't know how long I'm going to be saying that for, but we all want to see them succeed. And Mr. Austin Boston goes on to say, it's just frustrating to see something we enjoy when we aren't frustrated with the game, and then get what we feel is often bad treatment. And Dolly said, I understand. So I feel like Wildcard coming out and at least being a little bit more vocal on these situations is nice to see, because at the end of the day, I've said it for a while, I feel like one of the main reasons why the players get so frustrated about things is the communication has been poor for many, many years. There's been times where Studio Wildcard have got better with things, and they have sort of, and sort of come out, and they come out and they tell us there's delays, but because they're always so close to a certain timing, or, and then once these delays happen, I always feel like there's not as much moderation as there could be, maybe in the Discord and stuff. Like, I mean, the way I personally would set this up, and, I'm not an expert compared to Studio Wildcard, right? And I never want any of the devs. I'm sure the devs have watched my videos before and they've listened to things and not been happy about things. But the way I personally would sort the things out to try and take a hold of community engagement is, I mean, by the way, my player base and my sort of community is nowhere near as big as Studio Wildcard's. They've got nearly 300,000 people in the singular Discord. But just having they do have moderators in there, but like sort of coming from, but the moderators can't give official confirmation on things because they don't work at Studio Wildcard. So I think giving out a little bit more towards a launch, I'm not saying that they need to do this more often, but giving out more official confirmation and updates on what's going on with certain things to do with launch, maybe talking to the community a little bit more about why these delays happen, what's happening. people would really, really respect the technical details into why these things happen. And if Wildcard could do that, I'm telling you, they'd get a lot less angry people in the Discord. I think it's when people feel a little bit lost and they don't know what's going on and understand the reasoning behind it, is when some people get angry. So that's my personal opinion. I don't know the ins and outs of game development, and Wildcard could literally just say, Dom, this is why we can't do it. And then I'd be like, oh, wow, yeah, okay, I'm sorry. But that's just the way I see it on my side of things. But anyway, that is going to be today's video. We're 2 days away now until the launch of Extinction. Let's hope there's going to be no more delays. I don't even feel like there could be any more delays, because it will be Christmas in like 6 days after that. So much love to you all. I will catch you in my next video, and I'll see you guys later.